Today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about how I plan out our days and our weeks. I'm really casual about planning. I am not a type of person that likes detailed schedules, and so just want to get you a little peek inside my brain on how we get things done without being totally chaotic, because it can get really chaotic if you don't plan your day. But then if you do plan your day, it can get really stifling if it's too structured. So we're somewhere in the middle. Hey, it's Editing Xuan. Just want to come on here real quick and let you know that this is a Homeschool Show Tell collaboration with Abby from Rooted and Rest and Jessica from the Waldorf Way. And I'm coming to you from this beautiful little car dealership. I'm getting my car serviced right now, and I'm just waiting for it and taking advantage of the quiet and editing. So let's get to it. So Sunday, I think about the week ahead. So I'll think about all the days, all the appointments. So I'll think about all the classes that we have, our daily work that we need to get done. Sometimes that changes throughout the year. And then also our unit study or deep dives, I should call it deep dives, that we're working on. And so for this season in life, because we're on a little break right now, it's fall, Halloween is coming up, so we're on a bit of a break. So when we go back, we will be continuing. My son still has classes he has classes on Monday at 10:30, Tuesday from 10 to, 4? So this day right here, we do not do any regular schoolwork, and my little ones, they just play. So we just keep it to that. Wednesday, my oldest son has a class from 3:30 to 5:30, and then Thursday we're free, and then Friday he has a class at 12. Then I'm thinking about our daily work. So our daily work will be always math. Each of my kids have their own math programs they're working on, and my son also is working on life skills math as well. And then we have language arts, which includes writing and reading. And that's pretty much what daily work consists of, math and language arts. These two on Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Friday, we don't do anything. Tuesday is too busy to do anything, so we call that a day. For our deep dives next, we're studying about U.S. geography. I decided to spend a little bit longer on U.S. geography before we dive into early American history. And so I did get the U.S. geography teacher guides from Beautiful Feet Books. So I will share with you those two books. I both got the primary and the intermediate level, and I'll share those with you in a future video. So be sure to tune into that. So this is like a weekly overview. Normally I would do this in a college ruled notebook, but I ran out. I need to order more. Life has been really crazy. I wish I could go into details about what's been going on, but unfortunately I can't. So life has just been really crazy this past 6 weeks. So I'm just trying to catch up on all the homeschool stuff right now. That was our weekly overview. And then each night before we go to bed, I write down in the afternoon, I will write down our agenda for the next day. And then that night, I will take what I write here and put it on our chalkboard so that we could see it, because I have a habit of writing things down on paper. And then if I close my notebook up and don't look at it, I will forget what's going on. What I do this is kind of like a T-chart, I guess, an upside down T-chart. On this side here is our homeschool. I usually do not write what it is because I know in my head what it is, what I'm doing. This here is for myself, my work that I do. And then down below is usually what we are going to eat dinner. So no one asks me what's for dinner. Typical day where we do not have to go anywhere. I will write down that the kids will take care of the chickens. They'll get ready head to toe. They will do their daily work. And I don't have times on this because it just depends. It depends on what time they wake up, depends how long they hang out with the chickens, how long it takes them to get ready, how long it takes them to do their daily work, which usually can range anywhere from like 20 minutes to a couple hours depending on what they're doing and how distracted they are. And of course play is like sprinkled in all over there. So daily work, and then we will do our geography, and then I will get specific with what we will do in geography. And so I'll list the specifics here. Usually like one thing that we'll do. So maybe we'll do map work, call it a day, right? We include active, we want to stay active. So that's usually involves like going on a walk. And then of course we want to reset our day. Resetting our day just ensures that the next day when we start our day, it's not chaotic. Because if things are chaotic, it's just hard to have a good day. So for me, for work, it could be different things. I try to just list 3 things that I want to do. I don't want to get myself too overwhelmed. I don't want a long to-do list like this here. It's pretty much the same for the kids, the same every day. I probably don't even have to write it on the board, but I just do as a visual reminder for them. And it's up to them. If they don't need to, I don't need to remind them what to do. Okay. I tried the whole popsicle stick thing that some homeschoolers do, unschoolers do, but that just didn't work for us. And I found that this works best in our household. So, you know, you do you. You do what works for you. There's no need to reinvent the wheel. There's no need to fix what's not broke, right? So work, it depends on the day, but I try to do 3 things. So like today would be batch filming, emails, and update my ClickUp. And then dinner tonight is just leftovers. And that's it. That's what is happening. And so then what I would do later in the day, like in the evening after we reset, I would write this. I would erase our chalkboard right here, and I would write down what's next, what's up for the next day, so that when we wake up, it's there. You don't have to think, because I don't know about you, when I wake up, I'm kind of groggy and tired, and I just don't want to think. This is the key to our homeschool. And then also on top of that, what I like to do is at the end of the day, some people call it reverse planning. I just call it kind of like our homeschool reflection. And again, I usually put this all in a notebook, just one little spiral bound notebook, and it's good enough. You don't need anything fancy. You don't need, I mean, maybe you need something fancy if that's what makes you happy, but this simple and easy and cheap is good enough for me. It's a homeschool reflection. So I'll reflect on what we did that day. And so oftentimes we think we didn't do anything in our homeschool, but actually we did a lot. Just thinking back. So we painted rocks. We learned about George Washington, math, so counting, language arts. For my little kids, because sometimes I feel like they didn't do much during the homeschool day, but they actually did. Language arts, so we like read books, read 2 books. Okay. I'll meet you there, okay? We'll meet you there. Okay. We read 2 books, we practiced writing names, counting, we were counting rocks, that's what we're doing. We watched a documentary. So it's just reflecting on what we did at the end of the day, reflecting on what we did, so that when we do have our meetings with our homeschool teacher from our charter school, it's just easy just to let her know what we did. If I can just easily go back and look at that. And so just making these things a daily habit helps a lot, because I like not being so structured, but at the same time, I like making sure that we're being held accountable and that we're doing what we need to do in order to be homeschool my kids and that we're not missing out on anything. Normally I would go on here onto my laptop and go on to ClickUp and look at the deep dives that we're doing and get more details about that. But like I said, it's been a crazy 6 weeks and I'm just trying to get caught up with life. And like I said, don't mind my dirty old 10-year-old laptop here. It's on its last legs and I will be needing to get a new one soon. So until then, I hope you enjoyed a peek at my planning method. I know it's not as detailed as some people are, but it's enough for me because I know what we're doing in my head and I don't need to write out everything. I just need to write out a few things that we are doing and that's good enough. And so thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.